This is Neski's War, and today I'm pulling back the curtain on a story that lives in the shadows. A story most people only hear in whispers. Two of the world's most feared intelligence agencies, Pakistan's ISI and Israel's Mossad. Since the mid-20th century, two intelligence agencies have risen from small nations surrounded by hostile neighbors to one of the most feared agencies in their respective regions. One, from South Asia, born in the aftermath of partition, Pakistan's Inter-Services Intelligence, also known as the ISI. The other one is from the Middle East, forged after the creation of Israel, also known as the Mossads. Both agencies rarely speak of their work. Their operations are sealed in silence, their failures are buried, their success is only whispered as legend. Yet their names alone command respect and fear. ISI, knows as masters of proxy wars, Mossads, known as the hand of precision assassinations. The ISI was forged in survival, with networks that stretch across continents. Mossad, born of necessity, a scalpel that strikes with surgical precision. I'm going to take you into their origins, their methods, their legendary operations, and through my lens, will make you question how this silent war between these two covert-driven agencies will shape our history more than most presidents or generals ever could. What follows is not a story of open battle, but of two shadows that circle each other across continents, an intelligence war fought in silence. ISI was created in 1948, tasked with defending a young and vulnerable Pakistan. It grew out of necessity, focused on survival against India and managing fragile borders. Over the decades, it became Pakistan's hidden shield, protecting the state in wars and proxy conflicts alike. Mossad, established in 1949, carried the weight of safeguarding a new nation surrounded by adversaries. Its mission was clear: defend Israel at any cost. Its motto set the tone: by way of deception, thou shalt do war. Both agencies emerged from insecurity, both hardened by the belief that survival depended on secrecy and skill. What makes the ISI unique is its ability to fight wars without fighting wars. During the Cold War, ISI orchestrated one of the history's largest covert operations by working with CIA, channeling resources, training fighters, to bleed the Soviet Union in Afghanistan. The result? A global superpower forced into retreat. That was ISI, which painted its masterpiece. In the 1990s, ISI extended its reach into Kashmir, building covert influence across the contested region without direct confrontation. And in the 2000s, it shifted again, dismantling militant cells inside Pakistan's own borders, capturing operatives, and keeping the state alive in the middle of chaos. The ISI's power is reach. Its networks run from the mountains of Afghanistan to the embassies of New Delhi. Even its rivals quietly admit. This is an agency that plays the long game, manipulating conflicts from the shadows. ISI's reputation as a master of proxy warfare was cemented during the Afghan-Soviet War, 1979-1989. Backed by CIA funding and Saudi resources, ISI orchestrated one of the largest covert operations in modern history, training, arming, and managing the Afghan Mujahideen against the Soviet Union. The result? A global superpower was bled into retreat, and Pakistan emerged as the frontline state that had humbled the Red Army. Mossad's reputation, on the other hand, is built on boldness. In 1960, it tracked down Nazi war criminal Adolf Eichmann in Argentina, captured him alive, and smuggled him back to Israel for trial. That operation announced Mossad to the world. In 1976, Operation Entebbe stunned the globe. Guided by Mossad intelligence, Israeli commandos stormed Uganda to rescue hostages from a hijacked Air France plane. A mission of pure audacity. And in recent years, Mossad has been linked to the assassinations of Iranian nuclear scientists and the infamous Stuxnet cyber attack, which crippled Iran's nuclear program. Where the ISI spins webs, Mossad wields a blade. It doesn't just eliminate threats, it spreads fear. Its name alone makes enemies hesitate. Direct confrontations between ISI and Mossad are rare, but make no mistake, their interests collide. Reports of Mossad cooperating with Indian intelligence have made it a new kind of adversary for the ISI, and Pakistan's ties with Arab states often counter Israel's goals. So while they may never face each other openly, both are always aware of the other. The battlefield isn't land or sea, it's influence, intelligence, and shadows. Here's how I see it. ISI's method is the spider's web: slow, patient, nearly impossible to break. It cultivates proxies, embeds operatives, and builds networks that can tilt a conflict decades later. Afghanistan proved it, Kashmir confirmed it, counter-terror operations showed it on home soil. Mossad's method is the surgeon's scalpel: quick, clean, devastating. Its assassinations, raids, and cyber operations change history overnight. Eichmann's capture showed its reach. Entebbe proved its nerve. The sabotage of Iran's nuclear program proved its technological edge. In this day and age, Mossad's speed and cyber capabilities give it sharp, short-term wins. But ISI's long game is in its mastery of proxies and influence, which still matters, because technology can disrupt, but networks are like venom, it only spreads deeper and deeper. Both ISI and Mossad are ruthless covert driver agencies, both are massively feared, and both are undeniably successful in what they do. The ISI engineered the downfall of the Soviets, managed proxy conflicts for decades, and still shields Pakistan in a hostile environment. Mossad carried out operations so bold they became legend, from Eichmann to Entebbe to Iran. In my view, neither can be called superior. One thrives on reach, the other on precision, but they share the same truth. They will stop at nothing to protect their nations. Their wars may never be televised, but their shadows stretch across the world, and as long as rivalries burn, the silent war between ISI and Mossad will continue to shape history. This is Neski's war, and these are my views, my analysis, on the intelligence war most people will never be able to see. Remember, there is still time for peace.